The next three steps, according to the instructions, steps 6, 7 and 8, are three glue-ups that take place in the nose. And usually when you're gluing something that is close to an engine and the tank, you use epoxy. Therefore, I'm going to glue all of these at the same time. What we have to do is first to take the firewall and glue it there. Then there are these two doublers. They come inside the fuselage behind the firewall, and then these two doublers that come there. I'm going to mix a good amount of epoxy. This is the epoxy I use, and I just start by squeezing some epoxy out on. I have to spread it out on these, and so a good amount is required. This is just a plastic lid of something. I try not to waste money buying anything to mix epoxy on. Here's a little stick, wooden stick spatula. This epoxy takes 30 minutes to harden, so I've got a good amount of time, enough to glue all of these things. But it's good to mix it thoroughly, otherwise some of it may not harden. There we are. The firewall comes in here. You have to squeeze it in a little bit, but there it fits. And it sits against the sides. It's very difficult to put it in an incorrect way, and the wedge is on the inside. So let's put some glue in. And there, where it touches. And there it is. It's a good practice to wipe away any excess glue that comes out. If you don't, you just have to sand it off when it's hardened. It's obvious when you've put the firewall in that it's not straight. It is off-cut to the right. It gives right thrust to the motor. It needs to be there and helps you to work against the thrust of the motor trying to pull you to the left. The firewall also angles down because the wing is on top. It'll try to drag the model up, but our down thrust on the motor works against this. I'm going to put two clamps on the firewall to hold it in place, and again wipe away any excess that squeezes out. Now I turn the fuse around and have to put these two in. They are not the same. One of them is longer. So you have to angle them in. If you put them on the wrong side, they won't fit. This one has to be over there, and this one here. That way they fit. So now, put some glue where it touches. This front part touches the firewall and holds onto it. So there's no danger that the firewall will go alone on a picnic. This part here touches the tank floor, and this one touches the former behind. It has to be, yeah, put it in and then hold it with some clamps. And now the other one. Sorry, intermission. Isn't technology wonderful? It makes it possible for us to stand here in my workshop with this little camera and film the things that I'm doing. But Murphy came and touched it, and the battery ran out. It was in the middle of a glue up, so I couldn't stop. I had to finish the glue up, so now I can't show you how it went together, but we can see what it looks like now. Here's the glue, nearly hard, a little tacky. That's because it's cold in the workroom, in the workshop. But here is the fuselage with all the clamps on. Now we can take them off and see what it looks like. And there we are. And now I'm just going to point out what I did. This is the firewall, of course, with down thrust and right thrust. Here is a doubler. There will be a plastic cover, plastic lid on here, and this is just for strengthening. The tank will be sitting there. I wanted to point out here is there's a hole through the fuselage, and we have to be very careful not to put the doubler over the hole. The 6mm doublers are here, holding onto the side and the firewall. And it's really holding the firewall on. So now there's a glue up on two sides holding onto the firewall. Now we can take the instructions and check number 6, number 7 and number 8.